All right, welcome to another episode of As the Crow Flies Hiking. I did this little video while I was at Cumberland Island of me setting up the duplex tent. It was rather quick because we were trying to get out of camp, but I just wanted to show kind of how I set it up. Probably not the only way to set it up, maybe not the best way, but it is one way. So check out this little video of setting up the duplex tent by Zpacks. Thanks for watching As the Crow Flies Hiking. Unclip, and the first thing I'm going to do is take out the pole. I just let the pole come down on this side and put it to the side. Then I'm going to take out my stake here, and I keep all my stakes in my bag. I have just an older bag that has a really sturdy fabric to it, and then I keep a rag inside my stake bag to keep punctures from my backpack. So I keep that in there and I put my stakes on that rag. And then I clean off my stakes and put it there. So I keep all my stakes together. I throw this inside there, come around to the other side, take out my other stake, and then take out the pole. The pole goes down, I have my two poles out, and I got my stakes there. Now, I like to have the doors just folded in like this. So they're folded in, and then I pull in the mesh so that the mesh doesn't mess up anything when I do it. So all the doors are now folded inside like this. And I pull out all the stakes. I keep all the stakes together in my hand so that I know how many stakes I have and how many I have left to pick up. And again, I'm going to clean off all my stakes and I'm putting them all together where I'm keeping all my stuff. I throw all my lines inside the tent. They all go in here. Keep them clean. And then again, I'm folding this inside. So now I've created a rectangle with all the lines inside. And I'm going to fold it all the way half, like that. That's the first fold. I'm folding it half. And then I flatten it out. And then I'm going to fold it one more time, like that. I flatten it out, keep all the mesh inside so I'm not messing up anything when I fold it. And then I like to fold it into thirds. So I take this and fold it inside. That keeps the mesh and all the outside lines and seams folded in. So I fold this into thirds, and then I fold it over one more time. And then you simply roll it up. And that will fit in the bag. Okay, now let's set up the duplex. To set up the duplex, I know it says that you don't have to have a ground sheet, but with this investment, I'm gonna use a ground sheet. I have just chose to take a kind of painter's cloth or a particularly thick plastic that I use. I've cut it to size, keeping it just a little bit shorter than the outside so the water doesn't get on there. I've got it rolled up, and so I'm going to fold it out very quickly. Keeping everything on the painter's cloth or whatever ground sheet you decide to use. I'm folding out all my lines. And the first thing I do is take two stakes. I'm using the titanium shepherd stakes, and I'm going to put them on one side. So I come out here, I put them on one side, and then I don't go to the other stakes. Now I go and take my pole that I have at 48 inches. That's just the size I like. but that's kind of what's recommended, I believe. and I go ahead and on the opposite side, I put up my pole, and I have a long groundhog stake, the longer ones, and I go ahead and stake out the door. So with the longer stake, I stake out the door. There you have that side. Now, I take my other pole and go ahead and take my other door and 2 other stakes, and I can stake out these corners now too, since I have it already up on one side. And this keeps you from having to balance everything, and because you've got both sides already stable with this pole up. And then I go to the other side because it's all stable now and might need my pole. Come to the other side real quick. Put my stakes there. And just insert there at 48 inches. And go ahead and stake out that side. Now all that's left to do is to stake out the head and the foot, whichever side you want. And that, my friends, is a quick setup of the duplex, remembering to stake out one pole first with the opposite sides of the corners, and that way you've got stability. And I use the ground cloth. All right, thanks guys, appreciate you watching As the Crow Flies Hiking. Catch you next time on another episode. Thanks.